of you. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Why did they just continue? They just, like, after that, like, this dude's credibility is shot, right? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time. It's probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Bro, we already been over this. There's a blackout. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do. Hell yeah, I know what to do. Time of discovery. The time. Probably coming from the television. I think this one I present the blackout. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. The record the prosecution submitted. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Wow, real convenient, Mr. Solid. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. You know, 3 strikes and you're out. That's the rule of the court, you know. That's the baseball court. We're playing baseball. 3 strikes and you're out. 3 contradictions, testimony shot. You don't get another chance. Anyway, these constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. I mean, he's been fidgeting like that this entire time, but the sweating is new. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I would say get it right this time, but you're gonna get it wrong again. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Oh, how convenient. Because your last name is Solid. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Alright. Obviously, the issue is we don't know that that statue is a clock. So what are you talking about? I guess I present it here. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Why, you with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? I'm a defense attorney? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yeah, I do. He said he saw it, but Mr. Payne just said that it says the time. Your Honor, there was a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. Whose side is this, Judge? The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. You're a dick. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. That suit is very purple. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Calm down. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? I assure you, it's very based. Just look at the witness's face. I make myself laugh too much. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Oh, man. Well, hey, that's a little rude, don't you think? Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Okay. Calm down. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:20. Oh, well, that certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw It heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one. You can't, you dum-dum, you big dumb idiot. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Oh, God. Damn it. I was so close. Well, don't give up now, dude. You're giving up very fast. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Saw It. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Yeah, that's what you are. You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. Bad end roll credits. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Saw It. Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Just like that statue. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Absolutely, she was in Paris. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond it. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Just like you pulled off your hair. Passport, sorry. Take that! Present. Whoop. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh god. We might want to call a paramedic in here. I think he's got rabies. Order, I say. He didn't bite anyone, did he? We're gonna have a serious problem here. An innocent man would not froth at the mouth and then collapse on the floor after being accused of murder. Just a hunch. This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. But that's spoiler alert, that's what this whole game is defending your client and exposing one of the witnesses as the actual murderer. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. Look at all that confetti. Where's it coming from? And with that, this court is adjourned. We did it! It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Ooh, still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. I only gave you the occasional hint when you were on the verge of completely collapsing and giving up, so, you know, it was all you. 100%. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad. Spray him like a cat. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah. Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. You can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Larry, that's the murder weapon. Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. We'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Played me like a fiddle. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Because she kept it. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. I bet airport security was pretty interested in what was in her bag. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? Absolutely. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Are you asking me on a date? Cause, I'll go out with you. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. That was just the prologue. Well, considering I just finished episode 1, which is basically just a prologue, because it's more of a tutorial than anything, I guess I'll call it here. Either I made this one whole video, or I decided to split it somewhere, because I've been recording for almost 40 minutes now, and I don't know how much my computer's gonna like me trying to upload a 40-minute video. So, I might split it into 2, but definitely gonna call this here, for now. I'm gonna keep playing, because I don't really have anything better to do with my time right now, but yeah, that's it for episode 1, the first turnabout, and next time I'll start episode 2, Turnabout Sisters.